What is up, everyone? Welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I want to show you how I was able to make over $19,000 in 2 weeks with just one prompt firm. Without any further ado, let's jump right into this. So if you've been following me on my trade day journey, I basically recorded from my eval stage to my funded stage and taking live payout right here on YouTube. Now, if you have not been following me, there is a series of videos that you can watch in the playlist, so you can go ahead and watch that later on. But in this video, I want to show you how I was able to do it with the exact setup that I've been using for these past 2 weeks and give you the secret formula so you can do it too. So without any further ado, let's jump into this. So let's get into the numbers. So as I said, I made over $19,000 with TradeDay. That is over 11 payouts. Now, keep in mind, TradeDay is 80-20. So my $19,000 is my profit that I made trading. But what I actually received is $15,531. That's over 2,000% in return for the last 2 weeks. All right, so my hard cost for 3 accounts is $225 times 3, so that's $675. And then I told my viewers that I did blow 2 accounts and I have 1 account left over. So if you go to TradeDay into my membership area, we can see I only have 1 funded account. But with this funded account, I've been withdrawing daily. So if I withdraw today, I can take out $1,382 if I want to, which we will do that in just a second. But you can see I picked up 3 more accounts afterwards. So basically, reinvesting into your business. So with these accounts, you can see I am up $8,249 on this account. That's 91%, almost completing this phase here. Once I reach my profit target of 9,000, I can convert this into a funded account, and I copied that through my other accounts here as well. They are almost passed. So let's go ahead and withdraw my funds in my funded account right now. Right here, request withdraw, and then I am going to take out $1,380. So that leaves me with $2 in this account. Now, if I do want to withdraw into the buffer, that will be 50-50. But if I just take out the profit above the buffer zone, that is $1,380 I can withdraw, and that is 80-20. And here you can see is my split. And then I can go ahead and click on next, understand, and then submit. All right, so let that go, and let's talk about how I've been trading. So I've been telling my students, my viewers, that there are 3 key things when it comes to trading if you want to be successful. Of course, there's a lot of different strategies, but for me, the 3 things that I look for is first, time. Second is price, and then liquidity. This will give me the best entry. All right. So what do I mean by time? Time just means session, and this correlates with volume, because we want to trade with volume. We don't want to be in a consolidation. So Asian session, I normally look at 10:30 to 11:30. London session, my ideal time is 4:30 to 5:30. New York session, my ideal time is 9:45 to 11:30. And my favorite pair to trade first is gold, and then is NASDAQ. Now with gold, you can trade all 3 sessions, but keep in mind gold commodity exchange open is at 8:30. And 9:30 is NYSE, New York Stock Exchange open. So it's very volatile during those times. So gold, you can trade all 3 sessions. And with NASDAQ, I normally like to trade either London and of course New York when it opens. So let's head over to my trading view over here and talk about it. So if we just look at the time, right? After 9:30, let's go ahead and look at NASDAQ first. Let's do this one. So after 9:30, we can see this little pump up over here. You can see fake move up, manipulation, and then after the liquidity grab, we can see price coming down. And what we want to see is big candles coming down. This is volume, institutions pushing price down and bringing price lower. So we can wait for the 15-minute break, or we can wait for the hour, which is the initial balance, right? So there's 2 different time zones. If we look at the 15-minute break over here, you can see price broke below support, meaning that there is a high chance we are going to go down. And then we had this bear flag coming down. You see this price coming down, up, and then down. This is a bear flag. So we want to go with momentum and we can take this out down. Now, since we know we have our direction and we have liquidity and we have a lot of confluence on the top telling us price is going to push down, for example, liquidity grab, and then we have this fair value gap over here, and then price broke through support, and then what price likes to do, retest this resistance, so support turn resistant, push price down, and then you can also see where it aligns. This is around 9:30, so initial balance is set. Initial balance is set over here. So after initial balance, we have the 9:30 to 10:30 break, retest the low of that initial balance, and then we are heading down. And also, if we align with our fixed volume profile, you can see it broke and then we're continuing downwards. So that is the price action I like to see. So the trade that we took yesterday was this sell down, and for that reason. Now, if I was to get in on a buy, what will I be doing is I will look at the higher time frame where the level is tapping into. So you can see a rejection here where it tapped into. This is the 1 hour. Let's see. This is the 1 hour over here. And then we wait for a tap into our fair value gap, our liquidity zone on the higher time frame. And then now you might be too scared to get in on a long here, but we can wait for the next candle. What do we have here? Here is our candle range, right? If we draw this 1 hour candle range over here, we can see this 1 hour went down, wicked, got liquidity, and came back up, and a lot of buyers are pushing price up. This is what we like to see. And then the next confluence on why we should buy is we had this trend line break, right? Trend line break over here, retest, went back up, and then on this candle, all we have to do is wait for candle to flip. We want the candle to come down first, create that bottom wick to push up. And that is why candles have wick over 80%. So I like to see candles create that wick to show me indication on where the price is going to hit up to. And then where did it go? It went up to this resistance area. So if you look at the higher time frame, it's very clean. But when you look at the lower time frame, you have to be more careful and have more confluence on how to get in on these trades. And you can see on the lower time frame, we had this trend line break and volume came in, and then we can see how we can get in on this buy. So that is time, price, liquidity, right? Again, that's time, and that is price, and that's liquidity. And once you master this, you can find a good entry. And just focus on 1 to 2 pairs a day. If I don't see an entry on NQ, I might take it on gold. And if I don't see it on gold, I take it on NQ. And normally, Asian session or London session, I'm more focused on gold. And then for the New York session, I'm more focused on NQ. All right, so I hope you like this video and breakdown, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.